females, Takara, Sakari, and Kamea. Kamea is the youngest of our 5 whales at just 7 years old. Her mother, Takara, is the oldest at 30 years old. Takara is also the matriarch of our pod, which means she's the leader. These whales trust us, and they take an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we teach them husbandry, or healthcare behaviors. Joining us at the slide-outs are Carrie and Julie to help demonstrate some of these behaviors. One of the first behaviors we teach our whales is a food present, where the whale presents their tail foods to the trainers. In this position, not only do we get a good view of the whale's entire body, but we also have access to the easy-to-see shallow veins, located on the white undersides of their tails. Our veterinarians can collect a blood sample from these veins at least once a month, and the whales are conditioned to remain calm throughout the entire procedure. Throughout today's experience, you might see the trainers giving the whales back rubs, like Takara over here, or a good tail rub like Sakari was just getting. The whales can feel this, and this is just one of the many ways that we build our relationships with them. Along with collecting blood, we also will weigh our whales once a week on a whale-sized scale in one of our adjacent back pools. To do this, we'll simply ask them to slide their entire body up and onto the scale, just like Takara is doing now. Now, from this position, you might notice that a portion of Takara's body, from her dorsal fin all the way down to her tail fluke, is partially still in the water. This part of the body is called the peduncle. It has many large muscles that can weigh over several hundred pounds. So, to get an accurate weight, we'll simply ask the whales to lift their tail up and out of the water. And that's how we know that as of Tuesday morning, Takara here is weighing in at over 4,600 pounds. Weighing our whales allows us to make sure that our younger whales like Sakari and Kamea are growing appropriately, and that our more mature whales like Takara here are maintaining healthy weights. These and other husbandry behaviors allow us to make sure that the animals are healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Observational learning and mimicry play a vital role in the life of a killer whale. From the moment they're born, they play a game kind of like Follow the Leader with their moms and other members of the pod. But here at Seaworld, they play that game of Follow the Leader with us. But today, Sakari's going to play that game with one of our audience volunteers. So, whenever our volunteer's ready, go ahead, put your left hand up, and give Sakari a big wave. Awesome job! As you can see, she is paying very close attention to you. Killer whales have amazing eyesight both below and above the water. We'll sometimes see our whales jumping completely out of the water to get a better view of their surroundings in a behavior we call a sighting valve. And with our volunteers' help, we're going to go ahead and ask Sakari for that sighting valve. Go ahead and give her that second hand signal. Now watch as she takes off to the bottom of this 40-foot deep pool, using her tail flukes to propel herself up and out of the water. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sakari. Now, if you bring your attention over to my right side at the glass, we are joined by another audience volunteer to help talk about killer whale communication. Killer whales can communicate in a variety of ways, and producing vocalizations is one of those. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and give Takara that first hand signal. Awesome. Now, those vocalizations are actually being produced through her blowhole on the top of her head. Along with those vocalizations, we'll also see the whales tapping different body parts as another way of communicating. Now, sound waves actually travel 4.5 times faster through the water than they do through the air. So, when a whale jumps up and out of the water and comes crashing down to the surface in a behavior we call a breach, that sound can be heard for miles. Now here goes Takara demonstrating that behavior, using her tail flukes to propel herself up and out of the water. Ladies and gentlemen, those were our whales. Let's give our audience volunteers a round of applause. As you can see, killer whales can communicate by leaping out of the water and making a huge splash. SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on many mysteries surrounding these amazing animals. For example, we know that the gestation